Driving home in the dark night, she began gripping the steering wheel. Trying to keep her eyes focused on the road ahead, her mind began to wander. Overwhelmed with the thoughts of her ongoing divorce, questioning her lack of finances, and where she and her children were going to live. These problems were just a part of the mountain she was facing. "God help me. God help me," she repeatedly whispered as the tears streamed down her face. She glanced in the back seat to see that her children had already fallen asleep. In her heaviness, she cried out, "Lord, I am tired of facing this storm. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm stuck. I'm just so exhausted. I don't know how much further I can go. Where is my breakthrough, God?" She waited silently in that moment, holding her breath, waiting to hear something, anything from the one who promised that he had it all under control. "God, speak to me. I don't know what to do," she yelled out in frustration. Pulling into her driveway, she parks the car and drops her head, expecting the tears to fall harder, but they don't. She was hoping that the tears would give her the release she needed. "God, I can't even cry. Just let me cry. It's like I'm just trying to force it out, and I know it's there. I just need peace," she again yelled out. At that exact moment, she felt an unexplainable tingling sensation all throughout her body. It felt as if someone had just removed 1,000 pounds of brick from her chest. In awe, she began to weep uncontrollably, lifting her hands in the air. It was painful for the tears to fall. "God, I surrender. I surrender my will for yours," she said while catching her breath. Gathering herself, she said, "I just need answers, God. I just don't know anymore. God, I know you said that you are close to the brokenhearted, that you rescue those whose spirits are crushed. Everything seems to be crashing around me. How much longer, Lord? I know. I just know, Lord, that this is not the end. I know you have more in store for me. I just feel like the word in my vocabulary for the last few months has been tired. And that's all I can explain. That's the only way I can explain, Lord, that I'm just tired. So many people are speaking against me and saying lies about me. I really don't know who to trust. I feel like I'm all alone. I want more for my kids. They deserve better than this. Better than this struggle. I don't know. I just don't know. Lifting her head, she heard the words, "When the enemy comes in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard against him. Know that the Lord goes before you. He holds you up with his victorious right hand." Feelings of peace and strength began to wash over her. Every tense muscle in her body relaxed, realizing in that moment that God was again telling her to be still. "God, you know this is not what I want to hear," she said. "I expected to hear an answer from you. I have no idea what you're doing. But I believe that you are working everything together for my good. In this time, I just need reminders of who you are. Your timing is perfect, and Before finishing her sentence, a song started blaring on her radio. This song told her exactly what she needed to know. This concludes the short. As you can see, no character was specified in the story of struggle and desperation. Struggle is not gender specific, nor does it have an age limit. Unfortunately, it hits everyone in some way. Your mountain may not look like the one specified in this story, but it could be one that has you in a place of uncertainty. God does not always answer our prayers in the way that we want or expect, but know that He is still listening. Could it be that He wants you to follow Him down the road of trust? Could it be that He is leading us to a place of total surrender? Wherever you are in the storm, know that God is good. Know that His plans for you are to give you a future and a hope. Know that He is truly close to the brokenhearted, and that He rescues those whose spirits are crushed. If you are facing something with uncertainty, I want you today to tell God that you trust Him, even in the midst. And believe me, I know that it is painful, heart-wrenching, frustrating, and disappointing when we are walking in the fog, and God says to you, keep going. Be still. Wait. Be patient. Those words you hear over and over again. And all you want to hear from God is, here's your next step. But your next step is more than likely you lifting your foot up to walk. But let us for a moment think about a person who has little to no visibility and needs care. More than likely, they will hire someone who will assist them in many areas. They may be a bit uncertain at the beginning, but after continuing with this caretaker, they will soon realize that they are trustworthy, dependable. They need not worry about stumbling or falling, eating or drinking, and they are also clothed by this person. This caretaker is more than likely there throughout the night, or shows up to their home at the exact time every day when they are in need. Who does this sound like? If you say God, you are correct. You see, even though this person has little to no visibility, they trust that the caretaker is there the entire time. Remember that God will never leave you nor forsake you. Remember that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And even though there is no set timeline on the word morning, believe God that this storm will not last, and that He is always your constant.